Alright, you little mathematicians, we are going to talk today about finding the area of composite figures. So first of all, what is a composite figure? A composite figure is just a figure that's made up by two or more polygons. So for instance, you could stick together a trapezoid and a parallelogram, and that would make a composite figure. Now we're just going to look at one problem today. I'm hoping you can solve it on your own, and I'm going to show you two ways to solve it. And here it is. The figure below is made up of square CDEF, so this, it tells you, is a square. That's important. Not just any rectangle, but a square. And a trapezoid here, ABCF, this trapezoid. The bases of the trapezoid are these two sides because they are the sides that are parallel. So we're going to look at two ways to solve this. First of all, I want you to pause the video here, see if you can solve this on your own. I wouldn't be surprised if many of you could already solve this on your own. Alright, first way to solve. And this is the way that comes naturally to me, I should just say. What I see when I look here is that I can carve this up even further. Instead of just looking at my square and a trapezoid here, I want to cut this trapezoid a little bit more. I want to cut it like this. Now I've got three shapes: a right triangle, a rectangle, and a square. So I'm going to solve each of them on their own. So what is this length right here? This length here. Well, since it's a square and this side is 7, I should also be able to know that this side is 7 as well. So what is this? What is this here? Well, if the whole thing is 19, this whole segment is 19, and this part of it is 7, this part must be 19 minus 7, which just must be whatever is left. So this part must be 12. They have to add up this and this to 19. So, similarly, what is this height right here? Just right there. Well, this whole side is 16, and we know that this part of it's 7 from over here, which leaves 9. This height is 9. Okay, now let's get going. What's the area of the square? Well, 7 times 7 should give us an area of 49 inches squared. Now what about this rectangle here? It's got a length of 12 and a height of 7. So hopefully off the top of your head, if you've memorized your multiplication tables, you should know that that is 84 inches squared. And then what about this triangle? The triangle's interesting. Has a base of 12, right? We can tell down here the base is 12. The height is 9. And so we're going to do 1/2 12 times 9. And I can just save us the math on that and tell you that that equals 54 inches squared. So what's the area of the whole figure? Well, it's just the area of all those pieces. 54 plus 84, if you add them together, plus 49, which is 187 square inches. And just really quickly, I want to show you a second way to solve it. We should be able to figure out the square. I've already got some information on here that we saw from last time. This we know is 7, so this must be 12. The square should be easy, 49 square inches. And now the trapezoid. The way we get the trapezoid is the sum of the bases, 16 plus 7, times the height of the trapezoid, which is 12, all divided by 2. If you do that math, you get that the area of the trapezoid is 138 square inches. And then we're just doing 138 plus 49. It's going to give us the same answer of 187 square inches. Now, if you got that on your own, you should be very proud of yourself. There's not really one rule to solving these kinds of problems. They come in literally all shapes and sizes, and so you just have to use a little bit of common sense and a little bit of logic to deduce what the best way to solve the problem is. I showed you 2 ways to solve this one. There are many, many more, but these I thought were the 2 most obvious. So I hope that's helpful. We're going to practice this a bunch in class tomorrow. See you then.